Just go right hand down.
Man, that looks awesome.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working back on the Skyline again, which I've got behind me. As you would have seen in previous videos, in the hot weather we went to a car show and we had a few overheating issues just in behind traffic and then from the hot cars in front of us. It was a really hot night. It was like 35 degrees and 80% humidity, so that may have had a little bit to do with it. But I spoke to the guys at Frenchy's Performance Garage and they've recommended one of their electric thermo fan setups, which comes with a aluminium background for the thermo fan, the electric thermo fan and all the fastenings. I'll upload a link in the video description. They've got a great Instagram page and a really good website. They do fuel pump hangers, fuel lines, anything you can think for the Skyline. They've also given me a number plate bracket to try, which, as you guys would have known if you were watching the build or know the car at all, my front number plate is a little bit crooked. So they actually do like an OEM replacement bracket. Right now we're going to start pulling the radiator out to put this electric thermo fan in.
What happened there, mate? Bit of a leak?
Bit of a leak, yeah. Got a little bit wet. Some of it's in the bucket, like half a litre out of 3.
Just gonna do a bit of clean up?
It's not my proudest moment.
All cleaned up.
So we got, this is the standard fan shroud. That's where the AN fittings go from the turbo, and that's where like you get a bit of coolant or airflow come through for your AC compressor and stuff like that. So this is the bit that can't keep up with the bigger turbos and the extra heat. So this is on like a viscous hub, and you can sort of tell there that there's not much resistance through that. So as it heats up, this will spin less and less and less instead of more. If you compare the fan size to the new electric one, you can see there's quite a bit of difference. There's a lot more smaller, efficient blades to the bigger, larger ones. I don't know all the engineering aspects of it, so I'm not going to get into that stuff that I don't know about. This is much lighter than this, so there's going to be a huge weight saving. Here is the new fan shroud from Frenchy's Performance Garage. This is the first time obviously opening it. Yeah, that's it there, which is like, his products are insane. You can see there the CNC machining on that itself is really good. The fan bolts in here, and then these here have actually got rubber flaps on them. So when you're going fast, the rubber flaps open up to let airflow through, and then when you're standing still in park, they block off and it keeps all that air from sucking through. That's my ATI pulley. Brought that because, as some of you guys may have heard it, or if you know with an RB, they always have belt squeal, and it's always from either the AC or the alternator. So I brought this ATI pulley to help with it. I just haven't had a chance to put on a new belt. This is an underdriven pulley too, so I think it's like 25% underdriven, which means better water flow when you're revving. Obviously it doesn't spin too quick and cause cavitation. The background, the surround, which bolts up the FPG symbol out. we've got to do a little bit of trimming here. So I've just marked this with a pen just from there to there. That's for the AN fittings I've welded on from the coolant return hoses for the turbo. Because that's not factory, we just have to trim that there. So we'll just put a small mark there and there, cut it out. Once that's done, we can bolt the electric fan up, which I believe goes that way. So that's sort of how it sits in the car, which is like super small. There's rubber flaps here, which we just are in this plastic bag. So they clip on there. So the radiator is all back together and it looks awesome. FPV, Frenchy's performance products, it's awesome. Everything fitted so easily. I didn't have to cut anything except just here where we've got our AN fittings. I used the foam stripping to go through all the gaps. With the kit yourself, you can buy an installation kit. I highly recommend getting that too because it's got all the nuts and bolts in it. While I've got the radiator out, I'm actually going to go through and fix all my belts because I do have a belt squill. So when you start this car, it's always had it. Most RB26s I find have belt squill. So I'm going to go through and pull all these off. I've got a new ATI water pump pulley on. We'll pull all the belts off. I'll replace them with pit work belts, which is like OEM Nissan. It's the parts they use. It's called pit works. So I've got them and I've also got some Gates belts. So Gates belts are really good. So we'll just decide which ones are the best ones to use, but it will be awesome to get rid of that belt squill. Rule of thumb when you're doing belts, when you adjust them, if you can twist them like 25% or a quarter of the way, that's how you tell. You never actually like grab it and go up and down. It's always twisting a quarter. So if you can twist it right around, it's too loose. If you can just twist it a quarter of the way, that's perfect. Actually got a number plate bracket as well. Comes with all the fitting hardware. So yeah, we're going to put that on now just to straighten the number plate up. So this is our last product from Frenchy's Performance Garage. And it's a billet injector loom housing. When I did the injector loom housing, I had to tuck all the wires away and make it look all neat. As you guys would have seen in the engine bay, it looks quite neat. But when I seen this product, I sort of couldn't go past it. Instead of being a plastic injector loom housing, this is a billet steel one. The only difference is my engine bay is quite black and dark. So what I've done is I grabbed the raw billet steel one just to brighten the whole engine bay up. And I think that'll look really cool in there. Got the new fan in, we've got the Frenchy's Performance products, billet, injector loom case in, and then we also put the new number plate bracket on. So we're about to do first startup, hope it all goes well. I haven't wired it into the Howtech yet, just going to start it up and bleed the coolant system and then I'll run some wires through to a DPO on the Howtech. First startup sounds really good, and the belt squeal's gone. I've been chasing that belt squeal for a while now, so pretty cool. Okay, so we've had a pretty good day, got all the products on. So what I need to do now is actually wire it up, and there was a couple of things I didn't think about. I'll have to wire this fan up, and I'm sure some of you guys that are watching have done this, so please comment on the YouTube video and let me know what you guys did. But I want the thermo fan to come on when the AC is on, and then also when it comes above a certain temp. So say I want it to come on at 90 degrees, it'll come on till it cools down, then it cuts out. So I'll have to do a bit of research on that and work it out. But the fan itself was so easy to put in. Frenchy's Performance Garage do a great product. When I do the S15, I'm going to shout out to those guys and probably use the fuel pump hanger and whatever else they can supply, because it's an awesome product. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know what you like about the car and if there's anything you want to see, and don't forget to have fun.